I'm Ashley, and I'm from Louisville, Kentucky. I was born here, raised here, been here my whole life. I was pretty much raised by my grandmother. My mom played a huge part of my life as well, and so did my stepdad. Those were the three people who had the most influence in my life. Very thankful for all three of them. Growing up, there was a lot of different dysfunction in my household. My mom was present, but she had her own struggles. I really liked to be with my grandma. She was my favorite person. She pretty much raised me. When she passed away, I found myself really, really lost. Like that was really the beginning of kind of the chaos that I chose to create for myself. I found myself in just really bad situations that I placed myself in. Started working at a club. I never thought that I would find myself there until I found myself there. I had my first daughter in October of 2014, and she was so perfect, and that certainly changed my view of love. January 27th, 2015, I got a phone call that, she had passed away. She was 3 months old. And, that was very hard. That was very hard. Six months after she passed away, I had gotten pregnant with Junior, my rainbow baby. It was about a year after I had left my ex-husband that I met my now fiance. His name's Jordan. This is what I had been searching for. It's like my soul felt it the moment that I met Jordan. One morning, he woke up and had a friend coming over. She had someone in the back seat of her car. This man jumped out and told him to get in the car, and Jordan said no. The man told him that, okay, well, I'll kill you right here then. And he had a bullet skim right over top of his spine. Praise God, he survived that. But we all were very, very lost in our addiction after that. It kind of got really dark and spiraled really bad. God knew that I could not get sober on my own. He knew that if I kept going, that I was not going to make it. And I remember being on stage, and I remember, feeling so broken and lost and dark and just, very empty inside. And I remember being on stage, and Scarlet Hope walked in, and they were very bright. And it was just unusual to see women like that in such a dark place. And I remember for like 45 minutes to an hour, we sat there and she just held me and let me cry and let me vent and get all of it out. And, I just told her, I was like, I know I don't belong here and I'm just really lost. And, I miss my life, how it was. That kind of started the journey for me, my new journey. I remember Scarlet Hope was having their second round of ladies come through the transitional living program, and I was absolutely terrified. But I knew that this was what I needed. And as much as the enemy tried to fight that in my head, because I was so used to just living by his rules, I finally went against that, and it felt so good. I still had so much love and support from Scarlet Hope, and there was a handful of women who knew how bad I had, fell into addiction, because I kept that very to myself. But the ones who did know, very loving and encouraging about, me getting better and getting the help that I needed and healing. Growing up, it was really hard to just openly receive that love. And for a while, it was really hard for me to accept that, even from the women at Scarlet Hope. I still had my ups and downs. There were still really dark parts of that. But I thank God every day for, me being there that night in the club and meeting Scarlet Hope, and that being the beginning of that, because it changed me as a person, reminding you that no matter what, you are loved by God, and if nothing else, and if you feel lost and don't feel loved by anybody else, that for sure was big reassurance for me. Now in my life, I'm 32 years old, and I have the most beautiful family. I have a really good relationship with my mom and dad. I have my children who are healthy and happy. They don't have to witness abuse. I have another daughter. I have the chance to be a girl mom again. I have such an amazing fiance. I cannot wait to marry him. For me to be sober now and to get to invest and love my children the way that God intended for me to, such an overwhelming, joyful feeling. Every broken piece that you feel has fallen to the ground and fallen apart, God will rebuild that and make it even more beautiful in the end.
This is my awakening. There's color now and then.